Hi, I'm Chaya Hinda from the Jewish Positive Thinking Workshops. And I'd like to share with you some stories of how the exercises that we do and how the workshops are able to help ladies with their Shalom Bayis, couples with their Shalom Bayis, with their relationships between husband and wife. One lady, she wrote me a letter, she said, "Thank you very much." After she'd been working on it for a while, she said, "My husband's spending much more time with me now, as opposed to other people." Another lady who, she said she was having a terrible time with her husband. He wouldn't speak to her, he wouldn't even say good morning to her, they haven't had breakfast together in months. I said, okay, let's just imagine him waking up in the morning and saying good morning and how are you feeling? She said, I can't even imagine such thing's going to happen. I said, okay, let's just try. So she went to bed at night, she did exercise, she imagined him being nice to her in the morning, smiling. Okay, she woke up in the morning, he came home from davening, he said to her, good morning, with a big smile. She'd come right away. She said, this stuff works. Another woman, this is a kind of a weird story, but another woman, she was, unfortunately she was a widow, and she had some teenage boys, and she said before she did the course, you know, the atmosphere in the home had been quite heavy, as we can understand. And Baruch Hashem, since she'd been doing the exercises, she said the whole house was just lifted and lighter, and everyone was Baruch Hashem, the atmosphere was so much better. But at one point, she had a dream of her late husband who came to her, and he was shouting at her, yelling at her in a dream about something. I don't know what the details were. But she asked me, she said, can she do the exercise for forgiveness, for closeness with her late husband? I said, for sure, go ahead. So she did this exercise, and after a couple of days she got a message from a friend of hers who told her that her late husband had come to this friend in a dream and said, tell my wife that everything is sababa, which in Hebrew means like everything's cool. I guess that was how he knew he would get the message across to her, that things are really fine. And she called me, she just felt so good that she'd been able to smooth things out. One last story was, a woman was actually in the workshop doing an exercise in class, and her husband at that point was working for long periods in a different country, and she was missing him, and she was thinking about him, and she did this exercise for closeness to think about her husband. And at the end of the evening she went home and she tried to call him, but she didn't get through. So she went to sleep thinking about him and wishing that they could spend more time together. He was so far away and she was missing him. And in the morning she woke up and she found a beautiful email waiting for her. He said, quite simply, I just wanted to let you know I love you. She called me to let me know. So I hope you'll join us and find out more in the Jewish Positive Thinking Workshops at jpthink.com.